Hey, gosh, it's 4:30. Remember I was talking about the transit system and how big of a help it can be? Well, this morning at around maybe 5, they're going to pick me up to go to Duke. It would have been 5:30, but I think we have two more other people to pick up. One thing about independence and using the transit system is that you will have to ride with other people sometimes, which could make the ride a little bit easier to have somebody to talk to, or bring a book with you. Bring a set of Bluetooth headphones and just listen to some music. Or one of those little handheld game systems. You can usually find them on Amazon for like 25, $30, whatever. But anyway, think about this. Right now, I don't have to worry about waking up any of my friends or any of my family and have them drive, half asleep because it's so early. So it's a good thing. And, you know, um, it's a minivan. It's a comfortable ride. They wait for you. I'm from the old school, I guess. So I'm always gonna give them a tip to say, hey, while you're waiting for me for the doctor, here's $10. Why don't you go ahead and get yourself a cup of coffee, while you're reading the newspaper and waiting on me. But we'll get more into it here as I'm driving along the road, or possibly when I do get to Duke. Okay, it's about 5:10 or so. The lady called me up. She said she was going to be here a little early, so that kind of kicks in the anxiety of thinking, okay, are we going to be on time? We've got more people to pick up. I'm not sure what I should do now. So what do? I just constantly look out the window and make sure that she doesn't pass my house. That just is part of the anxiety that usually triggers my epilepsy, and just everybody has that trigger, whether it's whether it's anxiety or it could be something else. The heat can cause it, possibly the idea of what's going to happen next. Who knows? Yeah, another video here. We're just outside in the front porch, just waiting. Of course, it's early, so it's quiet as quiet can be, but that's all right. When that van gets here, she'll open up the back door here. I'll hop in. She'll give you a piece of paper that's got her information on the back and something that the doctor has to fill out. I'll thank her 100 times for the service that they're able to provide. And then I think we have one more driver with us, so there should be there's two types there. Right? One will want to small talk you to death, or one will just put on their earphones and kind of go off into their own planet. Those are the kinds that I like, because I do the same. I just want to listen to my old 80s and 90s rock and roll, and or when the sun comes up a little bit there, start reading a book, and then just get more and more anxious to see my doctor to find out what they're going to tell me. I'll be seeing Dr. Southwell, who's the gentleman that actually installed the responsive neurostimulator, and he'll probably just give me a quick update, ask me some questions, and then we'll be back on our way, depending on what the other passenger has. It might be a long trip or it might be a short trip. Either way, getting this transit system is the biggest help in the world, because you don't have to bother your family, you don't have to bother your friends. They're able to come early when you have an early appointment up at Duke and you're over 2 hours away. So it's a big help, that's for sure. When you're disabled, myself, I'm anxious. As you see, I'm outside on my front porch instead of inside relaxing, because I'm just I want to make sure that she doesn't miss my house, and then I might miss my appointment. That's just the way it goes, though. But hopefully everything will go good, and maybe I'll catch a quick shot of the van sometime on this video. I'll just pause it and then get onto it during the daytime here and add a little more context to it. All right, so we'll see how it goes later on, right? Well, right now I'm at my doctor, Dr. Southwell's office here. All I'm doing is waiting on the uh, driver to get here from the transit system. Works out perfect. Usually once you pull out, um, you call them up and say, hey, I'm all done. They
give them a tip, and they go get themselves a cup of coffee or whatnot, and then just kind of hang out. Make sure you bring a book, or maybe play a game on your um, phone, or if you got one of those little gizmos that will play games, and you're all good to go. But anyway, it's what you do. You just kind of hang out, and that's why you bring a book bag. Oops, that's got just about everything I need in it. All right, I'm not gonna lie. Long day. Started early. Uh, got some rough news of the doctor. Of course, that's only a could be surgery. We'll see tomorrow when I see Dr. Agash here, my other epileptologist here. She's the one that actually does most of the reading on the responsive neurostimulator. But definitely need to relax. I'm sure I'll be going to bed early tonight, but uh, a good chance to say, look, you know, you never know what you're going to hear from the doctor again. Perhaps you go see the doctor and you tell him, I'm still having seizures. Well, okay, maybe this medication's not working. Let's put you on something else. That's just the way epilepsy is. There's so many factors that could possibly, be causing your seizures that they just don't know. There's just so many of them, and believe me, I've been through my fair share of different medications, different combinations. So I'll see Dr. Gash tomorrow. That's going to be a late night here. Well, not maybe not a late night, but I don't see her till 1. So after that, I'll come home and just like today, maybe 2 o'clock in the afternoon, boy. But my day is spent here. I got a feeling I'm not cooking dinner tonight here. Something tells me Domino's is on the on the menu tonight. But anyway, guys, I'll get all these all together here and show you one full day of using the transit system. What it feels like, what it looks like, I guess, and then you'll decide maybe that is something that could help me out and not put so much stress on my family, and also make me feel like I'm doing something on my own, which is always a great thing. But all right, I'll get them all together here and then send them out.